through Twitch that is really going. Like, it may be a short show, it may be long. It all depends, because we'll probably end up getting the gip and the gapping and stuff like that about probably yesterday's pay per view with AEW because I may have a lot to say on that, especially that crappy main event. Um, but yeah, you're probably gonna hear the same thing I've been saying for like for the past maybe 8 10 months. But and I know people are gonna say like, oh, okay, you're gonna be going to the AEW show that's coming up here in Milwaukee, but I'm not just like going to the show. Like I like wrestling in general, but and there are some people that are in AEW that I actually like. So it's like me supporting them, not supporting AEW. So
Well, they do say support the elderly.
as I said, the way he was treating some of these matches last night, he probably isn't elderly. Yeah, we talked about Tony Khan, but anyway, so we're gonna talk about last night's AEW Revolution developments that's going on in Milwaukee. There's probably only one thing to talk about, so we will dig on that and see if there's any DC and Marvel news. So besides the Bucks talk I did with the people that's watching on Twitch, um, oh yeah, I'm gonna look at the records before I end up starting recording for the people that will watch it pre-recorded. Okay, since that loss tonight, that the Pacers lost to Chicago, the Pacers now a game behind the Bucks. Now, it was just like half a game because if they would have won, it would have been tied. But the Bucks still would have had the advantage for that four spot. And yeah, it's just like Knicks, Bucks, Pacers was losing a couple of games as of late, so you know not good. But what more can you do? Okay, that's all I need to know. So we can get out of that and go to the wrestling thing. And if y'all seen Raw, the conclusion of on Raw. Wow. I guess if you're gonna not end the match like you did, why not just bring in Roman Reigns, to interfere? So you still got business to pick up with both CM Punk and Seth Rollins. So we kind of know what the plan with that one is. Like they most likely going to do like a triple threat match with them two for WrestleMania. So Garze, hey, what's up? I'm sorry if I get y'all names wrong. Nini, what's good? What's up? Hey, what's going on, Zach? Um, y'all guys, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, but happy birthday, and I hope you had a good one. Um, oh yeah, let me just try to look for before we start. I'm gonna but yeah, it was a good Raw, so can't complain about Monday Night Raw. Hey, Imprimar Corey Michio Guido. Sorry if I say your names wrong. So hello there. Oh, for those who just joined in, I will repeat what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about the results from last night's AEW Revolution. We're gonna talk about that. A little bit of investment stuff that's going on in Milwaukee, like development, and just seeing there's some DC and Marvel news going. So it ain't gonna be no basketball talk today. So I'm gonna say that for tomorrow when the Bucks play the Pacers. I'm trying to look for because I read the results of AEW Revolution. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Ego Walker. Thank you. When the Undertaker wrestle again? Oh, he's done. He's done. He might make some appearances and stuff every now and then. Like tomorrow, he's supposed to be on NXT, and So he'll be on there tomorrow. So I don't know if he's gonna be like doing wrestling and stuff like that. Do you like cars? Yes. I just wish I had one right now, but of course I love cars. Like I'm not like big into it, but I do like cars. Okay, so let's see. Where's the results? Oh yeah, okay. There's something else I want to talk about with AEW. BMWs. Oh yeah, BMWs are nice. Where is it? Okay, three things we hate and three things we love. AEW Revolution. Okay, get that. And what is the results? I should have just saved on that part last night while I was reading the results. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. Oh, what do I think about Logan Paul? Um, I know in the beginning he came in as a face and stuff like we didn't know how good he was until he showcased like his talent, which is for a celebrity like him, that's very good. I think he does good at what he does and stuff like that. And in my opinion, I think Logan Paul does belong in WWE. No, former United States champion. Although he didn't defend it as much as he should, but at least he you know did his thing. And seems like he's gonna have a program with him and AJ Styles, so that would be interesting. Yeah. So I just think like he's going to be one of the most underrated stars in WWE. So if he just keep on proving people wrong on his talent and his ability, I think he'll be just fine. Okay, here we go. Revolution results. So I'm going to start the pre-recorded show and we're going to get it started. No, that's not what I was looking for. There you go. Screencast. Uh, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of what I need in my throat is oh yeah, I've seen that and yeah, and I know some people are upset with Travis Scott for like what he did to Cody and like he wasn't supposed to, hit him that hard and closed fist and gave him a black eye and yeah, ruptured his eardrum, thank you. So it seems like Cody is okay after all that. So I think I give Cody Rhodes his kudos from that on taking that big of a hit and still on SmackDown and stuff and plus on Raw tonight. So I'll give him Cody his props. Not saying that I hate Cody or anything like that, but for didn't like snap on during the jump in and stuff like that. Um, Cody Rhodes didn't act all out or anything like that. So that was good news for that was a good thing that Cody did. He just went professionally with it. Let's just put it that way. So let's see. 3, 2. I'm going to repeat the same thing to them as I was saying to y'all. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath special edition. Like the show was supposed to be on yesterday, but with the Bucks game going on and there's some other stuff that was going on too, so just decided just do it right now for WFSO Aftermath. But I believe Aftermath will be back at its regular time this Sunday. But I know a Bucks game is going on, so I think anything else should not be interrupted. Do you think John Cena should retire for good? What do you mean, like before he came back with his last run, or no, either before that? So, like, what do you mean, like, when do you think he should have retired, or the case? But if you're saying it was like maybe way back then, um, I can't say yes and I can't say no because it all depends on how the person feels. Oh, I understand. Hey, thanks for subscribing and checking out the channel. Well, hopefully see you later. But for everybody else, what Zach had asked the question about, should John Cena or should have retired? Um, like I really can't answer that because I'm not like in his shoes. But if you can still go at the age you're in, and like John Cena is like in his late 40s, he's not like in like his 60s or anything like that. He's in his late 40s, and there's wrestlers that's still wrestling today that's like in their mid or early 40s, and they can still go. So let's see, you got Damian Priest. I bet everybody didn't know how old he was until they like announced it because he's in his early 40s. Um, you got Seth in his late 30s. Roman Reigns, I think he's in his late 30s as well. So there's still people that's like the like age in 40 and 50, and you see how Ric Flair was kept on doing it until he supposed to retire in WWE, but then again went back to TNA and wrestled some matches. So it all depends how you feel and how your body is. Like if your body feels good, then why not? Your body feels good. So so yeah, I just can't answer if he should have retired for good or something like that. But most likely, this year is his like retirement tour, so he is going to retire for good after a rumored pay per view that they said they're going to have, especially for him, which is called Ruthless Aggression, which will be in Boston. So kind of like a little bit after Christmas. So that'd be interesting if they're going to actually have that. Um, You'll probably see my Captain America cup. That just proves, I went to the movie and go see it. Being the wife. And plus, my mouth is dry too. So, but I'm just glad, I don't have the toothache right now, and I can like do this. So I'm pretty glad. But anyways, what we gonna talk about today in the pre-recorded episode? Of course, you see on the screen that we're gonna talk about the results of AEW Revolution, which I seriously think that the main event sucks. It really did. Well, the results of it, but yeah, I just think the main event just actually stinks. It just sucks, and I will tell you why in a bit. Also, Milwaukee Developments was going on about this, hotel maybe turning into like a clinic. We talk about that, and just seeing there's some DC and Marvel news. So just going to look at that. But anyways, let's see. Revolution results. I did read it last night, and like I said, the main event I was just not happy with, and it just shows you that Tony Khan should not be a booker. Like be CEO. That's what you do. Do business. Don't try to run the a company in wrestling that you don't have absolutely no clue what to do. So yeah, that's just my opinion about Tony Khan. Like he's a nice guy, but I don't know. You shouldn't like let your buddies or anything like that trying to persuade you what to do what's right or how you. I don't know. He just should. It's just my opinion. He just should stick to the business side of things, not trying to be all like Vince McMahon and try to control and do everything because that does not work. Like with like Vince McMahon, going with the gimmicks and like the cartoon characters and stuff like that. It was good for a while, but it's like I know people still gonna need gimmicks, so there ain't nothing wrong with that. But just get your like gimmick out there, but you don't need anybody like telling you to like what to do with your gimmick or anything like that. Because if your gimmick is working with the audience, go for it. But anyways, most of the matches I predicted, if y'all saw the Saturday's WFSO preview, was probably won't be posted, but you get a chance, go back to the video on YouTube and just look for WFSO preview on AEW Revolution, and I think majority of these matches I got right, but I think it was like one or two matches I got wrong. Um, and like I always said, like AEW is not it's not predictable or anything like that, but last night's pay per view was predictable. So Hologram and Commander versus Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. That was part of the 0 hour pre-show. And Commander and Hologram, of course, they won the match. Um, let's see. Okay, they just talking about the Undisputed Kingdom and Daniel Garcia went against Shane Taylor Promotions. So it was an 8-man tag. Oh God, I can't believe this happened.
What's happened?
Can't record protected content. Protected.
Are you showing something?
Yeah, just talk about AEW. Like, okay, I got it back on, but I'm probably just gonna move my screen a little bit and let's see. Of course, like I said, Undisputed Kingdom, Shane Taylor Promotions, and let's see. Of course, Undisputed Kingdom and Daniel Garcia didn't win. Then got the learning tree attacking Gravity and Bandito, which is supposed to be that was supposed to be in a match between I think it was against it was big I think it was Big Bill and Chris Jericho was supposed to go against Gravity and Bandino, but the match never happened. Um Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, and Big Boom AJ go against MXM Collection and Johnny TV. Yeah, that's another problem they got. You thinking like Johnny TV will be like holding at least a title by now, but that is not the case, which kind of sucks. Um, of course, Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, Big Boom AJ won that match, and now we get to the main card: Adam Page versus MJF. Was this the match I probably think I got wrong? Because I was thinking I might have got this one right because Adam Page did end up winning this match, and a silly thing that happened during the match. You saw like MJF going like up to the ropes. Then when he get close to like Adam Page when he was down, he he just thrust him on his head, and yeah, it's just crazy. Oh no, I'm not from Canada. I'm close to Canada, but I'm not from Canada. I live in Wisconsin, so that's Richard Balajos. Like I said, I apologize if I botched y'all names wrong. So yeah, yeah, Adam Page didn't win, and they were saying that what was it? They were saying something like MJF was trying to like burn Adam Page, but I'm trying to see if they said that on the okay, not much about it, but anyways, of course this match was predictable. Mercedes Moët defended against Moto Wannabe for the TBS Championship, and I agree with some of y'all, but just like I think she's Mercedes Moët. I would say maybe a little bit overpaid because right now she get paid more than all the women in that locker room. Maybe some of them combined. That's just crazy. And I know they say her mic skills got exposed because she's really not that good on the mic, and just like she just like untouchable. I guess that's what they try to make her. But then again, Yeah, Mercedes Moret did retain the title, so yeah, like I said, it was predictable and nothing. Anyways, Rick Ray versus Swerve Strickland. I got this right, but I said this match was going to be unpredictable because both men, Ricochet maybe he finally gets his push or whatever, but yeah, that didn't happen. So Swerve Strickland ended up winning the match and ended up being the new number one contender and got Preston Down Out's road back. So they celebrated after that. And now another predictable match. Um, Kazuchika Okada versus Brody King for the Continental Championship. Nothing new. Kazuchika Okada did, retain. And I did mention about, they having that Continental Classic just for him, to retain that title and being determined. They could have had, a Continental Classic for the number one contender or something like that. That's what I think they should have did, but they didn't. Uh, yeah, screwed up. Her Syndicate versus the Outrunner for AEW World Tag Team Championship. Another predictable match. The Hurt Syndicate actually won. So yeah. Well, and another predictable match, but for a right reason. So it makes sense because Tony Storm defending the AEW Women's title against Mariah May, who Tony Storm beat for that title last month. So although it's predictable, but at least this feud, all the stuff that's happened, they both were bloody, and the way it ended makes sense. So I had no problem with this match. Of course, Tony Storm did retain. So yeah. Um, Another I wouldn't say this was predictable match, but yeah, it's actually end up being pretty good from what I read. Um, oh, they got an offensive line, Aaron Banks from the 49ers. Nice. Hey, why not try to take somebody from the Liners? Oh yeah, and they got us cornerback Nate Hobbs from the Raiders, which the Packers were due to get DK Metcalf, but I think he went somewhere else. Was it Seattle? I believe he went to. I think it was. And they trying to get Devontae Adams, but he ended up going to the Los Angeles Rams. So yeah, kind of sucks. Oh wow, Marquette University falls to number 25, and UW drops to number 18. Yeah, because they lost their final games, and well, what more can you do? It sucks. But anyways, moving on. Kenoshi Tazuka with Don Callis defended his international title against Kenny Omega, and I kind of predicted Kenny Omega was going to win, and he did. So I wouldn't say that was like too predictable, but well, Kenny Omega worked like backstage and stuff like that. But at least he's not going after the main title right now. So like I say, I wouldn't mind him holding the AEW championship again. But we'll see how it goes. But well, it was kind of a good move. Had somebody else finally like hold the title, at least get it off of one of the Don Callis boys. Although Don Callis, in my opinion, sucks as a human being, but my opinion. Um, anyways, Don Callis again with Kyle Fletcher going against Will Ospreay in the steel cage match, and I heard the steel cage match was pretty good, so I'm not gonna take away from that. And I don't know if this is the end of the feud, but yeah, if it is, what a way to end it. Will Ospreay end up beating Kyle Fletcher. So yeah, makes sense. Okay, main event, the crappiest ending to a main event there is. I'm gonna get to like the final parts in it, so I'm just gonna read it to y'all. Okay, Rita Muter make his way down to the ring and lands on uh Bushaku knee on Coop. Oh, he probably just did a move, okay. He tosses Moxley his briefcase with the AEW World Championship, but Jay White levels Yuta and rains down right hands and left hands on him. So, Jay White and Rita Muto end up fighting and going to the back. Um, oh, yeah, White tried to, hit Moxley with a briefcase, but Moxley ducks and ended up hitting Cope. So, accidentally. But White and Mueller, went backstage and you know, fighting, and Moxley tried to pin Coop. Coop kicks out. Then delivers a spear to Moxley and pins him. Moxley kicks out, but Coop delivers two more spears to him and goes for the pin. A hooded figure pulls the referee out of the ring, revealing that it was Kristen Cage. Okay, so I think y'all know where this is going. Cage hit Moxley with the briefcase and signed his contract for the AEW World Championship match, cashing it in to make it now a triple threat. He delivers a spear to Coop and go for the pin, but Coop kicks out. Cage looks to land the kill switch on Coop and pins him again, but Moxley, clinches in a bulldog on him and end up pinning Christian and up winning the match. Like I said, if you weren't gonna put the title on Christian Cage, why have him sign that contract? I know there's gonna be times you're gonna have your, fails and people successfully, cashing in, their contract. But I don't even think anybody, since they did that double or nothing thing with the contract for the AEW title, I think nobody was successful in that. And this just proves, they still stuck on John Moxley, which, like I said, this is the worst ending of a championship match. I wouldn't say in history, but I'm just saying, I probably wouldn't even say all time. I'm just saying it's like the worst, ending to a world title match so far. Yeah, I'll say that so far. So yeah, no. After the match, Moxley runs into Pincinella and he looks to leave the ring. Swerve Strickland appears above him and one of the railings in the crowd and levels Moxley with a swerve stomp, standing tall, and show goes off the air. So, anyways, Swerve Strickland, I wouldn't mind him being like champion again. Like his first like main title win was last year, and and late last year just ended up losing to Brian Danielson. Then a few months later, Brian Danielson ended up losing to John Moxley, which would have been better if Darby Allin would have had his number one contendership match. And like I said, AEW right now is all backwards, and they need a better booker than Tony Khan, because I'm sorry, but Tony Khan is not the greatest booker ever. It's like me just talking, crap about Vince Russo. But anyways, yeah, Tony Khan is not a great booker. I don't know why they still got him. But then again, I know he's the boss, but still, like, if you ain't realizing that you need to be a better booker, although now you're doing like small arenas, of course you're gonna sell out in small arenas because they don't gonna be carrying like up to like the average of people that have been showing up in big arenas. Like for us, since they're gonna be here on March 29th, the only like building that we have right now, besides there's one like that's getting made that ain't gonna be done until late this year. Um, but they all have to use the UW Panther Arena, which only holds like up to 10,000 people. Maybe a little bit less than that because of how it's set up. But I was looking for here. Where is that? Yeah, Cena will be on Raw next week, so that's gonna be a big one. And plus, it's gonna be in the afternoon for people that don't know. Let's see. Any of the last four matches could have been AEW Revolution main event. And maybe you should not have the freaking AEW championship was like, I'm sorry, but I think it was a complete disaster. And I told my friend this because right now, a friend of mine is like a big AEW mark because like because AEW shows somewhat resemblance of the Attitude Era. And plus, like, I give them credit that, they don't do that much, talking than anything. But at least tonight's Raw didn't start off with 20 minutes of talking. Actually started with wrestling. So, if WWE can do that every time, it'll be fine. And that's probably why some people like, NXT more, which I don't blame them. They don't do all that much talking. They at least get into action. But anyways, let's see. Anyways, let's see. Ahead of past weekend's AEW Revolution, Khan held a media call and shared an update on the status of his efforts to get ROH on television. Okay, we had great conversations about it domestically and internationally, and I want to make sure that when we make a deal, we make the best deal possible. He explained. So I haven't been rushing. We have so many exciting things happening here around AEW right now. Sure about that. The AEW president then pointed out to Dynamite and Collision's recent success on streaming, as well as AEW partnership with Amazon Prime, as indicators of success that he wants to achieve with Ring of Honor. Um, if anybody knows, how many you know, people that watch AEW Revolution last night. But then again, some people will be, crazy enough to pay, the $50 for to watch it. But no, the highest I would go for a pay per view would probably would be like 40. Otherwise, I wouldn't even pay more than that to watch a pay per view and stuff. But see, that's why WWE did some, you know just advertise your pay per views or PLEs onto a streaming service for free. But then normally you get the WWE Network, you get to watch it for free. But it's like the same thing you're doing with Peacock. And I guess something I can say, I don't know if it's like official, but Peacock and WWE are working to extend their contract with Peacock so they can show their PLEs. Because in it supposed to be end of this year, they supposed to like stop after their last PLE event of the year, but they're in talks right now, and they're gonna keep extending it. So it's going to go through 20. Let's see, that's 2026. So maybe through that, and maybe longer than that. But we just know that right now they're in talks. But as for Ring of Honor not being on TV, instead of have people paying $9.99 for watching their service, and there's other stuff you just have to pay for to watch. It's like, why? And plus, Ring of Honor was on regular TV, and now since Tony Khan brought they do the Ring of Honor special their shows, you gotta buy them and stuff like that. So so the bad move was they could have got Ring of Honor showing on True TV. Yeah, True TV. That's part of the Warner Brothers Discovery, and they couldn't do that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but kind of fumbled the ball. Okay, so that phone's about to die, and let me try to fix this. That's not what I was looking for. Where is it? Where is it? So y'all give me a moment. Okay, perfect. So I might have to move this a little bit and let this charge. There we go. So this was something I should have did last night when I was live doing the buck salt. I should have did that, but silly me, wasn't thinking. But anyways, but some of y'all gotta admit, there are some big fumbles in AEW, especially when when they purchase Ring of Honor, and there are some fumbles there. There's just fumbles with them. Period. The first few years of them being existed, it was a good product to watch, and everybody just like screw WWE. We're gonna watch AEW. They have like a lot of content and stuff. Then right now they calm down with their content. Now you only see Collision on Saturday and Dynamite on Wednesdays. So you don't see AEW Dark or Rampage and stuff like that. So yeah, they ended all of that. So what that says for like the future of AEW right now, in my opinion, I think it's up in the air. That is my opinion. So I think it's just up in the air with that right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Eddie Kingston said something about last night's pay per view, and he was saying, summed it up with something like why should I go back, and he doesn't like where AEW is heading. So there's gonna be some stars that's gonna feel like that. It's just like, why are you keeping on an ex WWE guy and not giving it to your talent that's been there since day one? Like I understand, with the Young Bucks, the it was too crazy for them to hold the tag titles, for a certain amount of times and stuff like that. But they're like kind of co-created AEW, so that's probably the only thing I would give Young Bucks a pass on. But yeah, I'm sorry, it's just some of this stuff we know with AEW. Some of it is just ridiculous. Like, why not put the main title on Orange Cassidy? Like seriously, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I guess I do want to know about where Warlow is going or where is he's at in his update because they didn't use him for a while. He's supposed to be part of the Undisputed Kingdom, so that's crazy. And of course, he was like former AEW TNT champion. Okay, we're made them claiming that he is injured, but that doesn't seem the case anymore. Um, although I hate Dave Mesner, but he does have some points that he's like right about, and I don't know why some of the stuff keep popping up. Um, Warlord will be in action over WrestleMania weekend in April, competing at an independent event. We'll see, make him available to compete in AEW. But then again, you know what they did with Powerhouse Hobbs. Like the last time they was here, was this this past September. It looked like he was ready to go, but I guess they're just trying to pick their spot, just to bring him in, and took him like what, like 2 months, finally bring him in, and haven't done nothing with him since. It just sucks. Just put it that way. It just sucks. Um, so it's like the same thing I'm saying, like with Brian Cage. Like, why y'all not putting the title, big title on him? There's just a lot of stuff, that AEW, been screwing up or something like that. don't get me wrong, WWE had some of the screw ups too, especially like under Vince McMahon at the time. It took until what, like 2019 to crown, a full African American champion. It should have never took that long. But like I said, we was under a different regime, and whatever with that. Hopefully, Warlow comes back and better than ever, and we'll see how he goes. And it's not because like I'm saying that you got big guys and sorry, like you got big guys that like look good and should be champion. There's some guys that that are small, like Darby Allin. I would want him to be world champion, but we don't know what's going on with Tony Khan and what he thinks. So in other words, it's just crazy. So but from all that, I'm just gonna like leave the wrestling part alone. So that's gonna be it for the night for that. So we're just gonna get on some things right quick before this hour is over with, because it seems like I was mostly talking nothing but AEW, which normally I don't do because they got a crappy booker in Tony Khan. But that's just me. Adore. So this is Milwaukee Development. If you want to say like 27th and Wisconsin is somewhat part of downtown, it kind of is, but they ain't officially made it known, but it kind of is still part of downtown. But that's just me. Anyway, so a $50 million Milwaukee Wellness Hub. So it will make an annual city payment. Okay, Eldora Health Incorporated is agreeing to pay equally of an annual city property tax bill for a planned development on the place they were showing. But we'll show you the pictures in a bit, so how they want it to look. So this mainly they ain't got to do much of the outside of this. They just gonna end up just doing they got a little bit to do on the outside, but mostly they probably gonna end up just doing the inside. So that's probably not gonna take that long. But yeah, it was a former school. So health and wellness hub, they're going to treat it. But yeah, Aurora was interested in it, but before that, it was supposed to be like a hotel, but unfortunately, whoever was trying to create the hotel for it, I don't know, they had the more funds that they supposed to put towards it before they did, but it seems like their plans is like canceled for the hotel. So this is what it's going to look. Might as well call it like somewhat of a walk-in clinic. So that's going on. Um, or named the Beacon. Let's see, aim at empowering individuals and families to achieve physical, mental, and social wellness. Hmm. Well, that'll be interesting. It includes a prenatal and postnatal virtual care, violence prevention, eviction support, and housing assistance, breastfeed access, chronic disease prevention, and early childhood education program. Don't we have something like that with that building that's on Titonia and Lee? I guess like part of me just saying like I understand they created this thing on the south side since you got everything else that's like on the north side. So yeah, it's kind of like the same thing that they have at like a new center that they're gonna make, but they got it at the other place on Titonia and the Lee. I don't know. I know we got like too much stuff of certain things, but we don't have enough of other things, which I really don't. But see, everybody deserves the opportunity to achieve physical, mental, and social wellness, which I do agree with, especially with mental health, like myself. Um, had the results available for their own neighborhood. Beacon managed directly in the statement. Pledge was made when Andorra parent company advocate Eldora Health announced it would merge with Utrum Health. Okay, that was 3 years ago. The merge system is based in Charlotte, North Carolina, but promised to maintain strong organization presence in Milwaukee. So, okay, Medora hopes to begin renovations spring of next year and open it spring of 2027. I guess payments gotta be helped. I don't know. They had that empty land across the street that they was thinking that they was gonna do bring the not like city hall but something where they had you renewed your ID and stuff like that. I forgot what that building is. So they was doing that, thinking of doing that across the street, but funds and stuff, and plus like Milwaukee's making the state a lot of money, and then we got legislators that acting funny with it. But we got a governor that wants to invest in like Milwaukee, not just everywhere else like Madison and Green Bay and stuff like that. But you got a governor that will willing spend the money like to make Milwaukee better. You just got the legislators. Yeah, it's just not good with the legislators. I'll just put it at that. Um, make an annual payment of loan taxes. That payment will be equally equivalent up to what will be the city's share of the annual property tax bill if the beacon wasn't exempt. Um, okay, so it is one of the largest health systems in the nation with more than 160,000 employees and annual revenue for more than 32 billion. Ouch. Okay. So we'll see what happens, but I was wishing it was the hotel, but maybe they can make something there nearby because it seems like 27th Street. They're trying to build it back up. Hopefully they add more things, which they probably could, but it's like a wait and see type of thing. Okay, enough of that. So let's get to I can't believe that happened. Go back to Marvel updates, and we're going to see if there's some DC update too. So just give me a moment. Oh, that's some good news. Daredevil Born Again, with the first two episodes, debut with 7.5 million views on Disney Plus in the first 5 days. So that's good news. So that means they did something right with Daredevil. Not saying they did anything wrong with Netflix wise, but I guess they just got sick and tired of it. Just like you had to wait like every 2 3 years for a season or something like that. So yeah, I get that. But if you can do a season like that I don't know how that's going to work if they want like Daredevil and stuff like that be in other projects. So I don't know how that's going to work, or that's just they just going to do it for Daredevil just to have showing that every year. I don't know. Every 54th birthday of John Hamm, he voices Tony Stark Iron Man in the Modoc series. This was like one season, and I thought that series was pretty good. That's just me. Oh yeah, that's right. He ain't dead. So Bookie William wearing the Shocker costume. But yeah, he wasn't dead on there. So you know can always come back. So like just somebody just said, Spider-Man 4. That's possible. Oh yeah, today they're gonna have like a mini role. And it's great. I am doing good. Yeah. Right now we just talked about DC Marvel news. Earlier we was talking about development that was going on in Milwaukee. And also we was talking about earlier that AEW Revolution pay per view last night. Which like I said, most of the matches were predictable, and some of them for the right reasons, and some of them for the wrong reasons. especially that freaking main event. Although I know I was right about how the main event was, but then again, the extra stuff and what they added, especially having Christian Cage, cash in his contract for like a number one contender shot, just to like lose. Because I think anybody who had the AEW contract, to get like a world title shot, I don't think anybody had one. It's just in my opinion, it just says something about AEW. But moving on. Okay, too bad. Moon Knight is not going to get a season two or anything like that. So it's probably going to be on like some movie thing. So we already know the plans that Marvel's going to do the Midnight Suns, including like Moon Knight, Blade, Ghost Rider, and just to name a few. So I know there's more. Happy birthday to Oscar Isaac. Okay, cool. Um, okay. Gabriel Luna wants to return as Ghost Rider. Red Robles version of the Ghost Rider, which if y'all saw like the Agent of Shield, I think it was season four. Like Ghost Rider was there like that all season, and he could be the MCU. Like he's somewhere in the MCU, but it all depends what they do. So they can't I don't trust Disney with Ghost Rider. Yeah. Of course, they got an upcoming Punisher special with John Berthold, who plays the Punisher, aka Frank Castle, is writing. It's gonna be writing with I think it's like gonna be the director of the Punisher special. So with Disney with their specials, they normally just had their special like Werewolf by Night and also Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Mainly, those shows be like at least like over an hour or hour and a half or something like that. So it's kind of like a mini movie that they show on Disney Plus. So I'm glad they doing something like this, and it's like they haven't done that much specials as of late. I'm just thinking like, what's the hold up? And they should be doing something like that, but at least they doing something with the Punisher like that. Says something, and we'll be interested to see how it goes. And plus, Punisher is on Daredevil Born Again. So we don't know what episode just yet, but it will be interesting. Okay, new trailer for Fantastic Four First Step dropped on April 4th. Captain America Brave New World crossed 370 million globally, and the film had a budget of 180 million. I don't know. Some people saying it needs like 440 million just to break even. I don't know. I don't know if that's like fully true. But oh yeah, stop celebrating something that hasn't even broke even going to its fourth week at the box office. I don't know. Echo is rumored to be returning to Daredevil Born Again season two. Yeah, she got some unfinished business with the Kingpin. So and plus you saw was it like a year ago, the Echo series was pretty good, and of course the woman that plays her is from Wisconsin. So okay, Defenders will return. Daredevil Born Again season two. I would like to see that because I did like the Defenders series on Netflix. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, Midnight Suns film. And of course, yeah, I forgot. They have Wolverine in part of the Midnight Suns too. And plus, they can probably do something with like have like the Dark Avengers too. So both, Blade, Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight was in it too, and Wolverine was on the Dark Avengers. So that was something. But let's see. That's it for that one. So let's see some DC updates. Because I know the DCU, they can't wait to get Superman, out there in July. So no. Well, the first, if you want to be serious about what was the first content that was by the DCU, which is Creature Commandos, and I thought they were very good. Like it had a good reception that they're gonna do a second season. So it might be one of those seasons that be pushed out right away, although it came out the end of last year, so maybe it'll come the end of next year. You never know. Depends how they get things done. Okay, let's see some DC updates. James Gunn reveals that the first text he got from Jason Moore after becoming DC Studio CEO was "effing Lobo." I'm sorry, but yeah, he is made for that character as well. Not saying he didn't do a bad job with being Aquaman. I thought he was pretty good. Speaking of which, y'all probably can't able to see it, but I did get the Funko Pop of Aquaman this past weekend from the second movie. And you get some of these pop ups, so read that later. Nicole Ari Parker has been cast in Lenderins as John Stewart's mother. Well said, the girl ain't that old. Well, yeah, she's in her 50s, but she still looks young. Anyways, all behind the scenes look at Superman. Okay. Um, oh, happy birthday to Eddie Guidry, which is the DCU's Mr. Terrific, and oh wow, he was on X-Men First Class. Although his character, didn't last very long. Yeah, that's him. Ain't that something? Okay, it's really not important. That's a nice picture. But our roommate is a big like Superman fan, and he hates, the logo of it. From according to him, he said, the Superman logo was based off of the Superman Kingdom Come. But I ain't got a problem with it. It's like something different, and I think the problem with some people that they think like all things got to be like comic. No, I can understand the costumes being comic accurate, but they should think the story should be comic accurate. If that's the case, who's gonna see the movie that they already know what's gonna happen? That don't make no sense. So if they change it a little bit, that's fine. But it can't be predictable. Be like, oh, that was supposed to happen, it didn't happen, and they changed the how they're supposed to go. That's good, but sorry about that. But it just can't be predictable. That's what I'm saying, and I think that's what some comic book fans, expect. If they doing the story based off such and such from the such and such story from the comic book, it should be the results of that. But no, you can do something a little bit with maybe change the beginning of it, or change the middle of it, or change the ending of it, so don't make it like too predictable. So I think that's some of these people's like problems when it comes, comic books. Like they gotta end exactly how that story that they wrote in the comic book supposed to happen. It's just crazy. Anyways, DCU's Clayface movie is reported set to begin filming this June. And I forgot they said it's just gonna be part of the DCU or Elseworld. I think they said it's gonna be part of the DCU. So their schedule they having, they're gonna have two live action movies, um, two animated movies, two or three or something like that, and two was going to be two live action TV shows and two animated shows a year. They were saying something like that. I still gotta watch that, The Watchmen. I still haven't seen that yet. I've seen the latest one that was like shown on HBO, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Clayface was first, yeah, he was first considered as the villain for part two, but they changed it. Now they're saying it could be Hush. That could be the main villain for Batman Part Two. Which was supposed to be shooting the end of this year. It's crazy. let's see. Oh, other woman situation. New Superman trailer will debut at Cinecom in 23 days. So otherwise, when was that? Yesterday. So most likely, it'll be sometime in April. Will you keep calm and trust Superman? I'm sorry, but the CW series of some of the shows they made based on DC were very good, and I'm sorry, but I think the CW like overrated, underrated these shows and thinking it was too much to pay. But I don't know. It's just like I look at your audience and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just think those shows did good. But that's just me. DC Studios hired Eddie Boyne to be the head of the virtual effects for DCU's Valerian's TV show. Yeah, that should be out next year. DC Studios, Deathstroke and Bane and Waller are now listed in the latest edition of Production Weekly. Okay, so they probably gonna end up start shooting that soon. Oh, DC's YouTube channel has been. Oh yeah, it did get hacked. Oh yeah, hush. Okay, so really not that much to talk about or anything. So really nothing exciting. Well, a little bit of Marvel, but not so much on DC side because they keeping quiet on stuff, especially because they want Superman to be like very good. Like, of course I'm gonna see it, and I know my roommate is gonna go see it. So I think I won't be that critical on it when I see it as he will be, since he's a big Superman fan. And it's like it's just like I said with some people's issues. They think it was like based off of, of course you got the characters based off the comic book, but the story they go for that was from the comic book, they think that everything's got to be accurate. Like it's just like I mentioned, it can't be predictable because like it'd be like, what's the point of seeing it? And it's gonna be like predictable. Like really? Oh, that's just me. But anyways, I know we went over an hour as always, and it seemed like they always go that way. And I know this is gonna be a part two of WFSO Aftermath special. So got this to put out, and after you guys that's on live, I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate some of y'all, jump on here, ask questions and stuff like that when it comes to wrestling or some other stuff. So oh yeah, we got the Jones Chronicles tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. But anyways, you guys on Twitch, thanks for watching. Share the channel, and we do like the content that we always talk about. With comic books, developments in Milwaukee, Milwaukee Bucks, and also talk about wrestling. So get a chance, let people know. And after you people on YouTube, appreciate the couple of subscribers that I got. Please, like the the show if you like it. Thanks for the likes. Our goal is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so hopefully we will get there. And since I've been doing like live shows, so y'all really showed up in full force, so I appreciate that. Um, like I said, the goal is still 1,000 subscribers, so it's just like we can do more stuff when we hit that 1,000 subscribers. So anyways, over 2,500 videos and counting. Check them out. And you already know the content that we show, so check it out. Also check out the website wrestlefanspeakout.weebly.com with our upcoming events in the Midwest. Wrestling shows we've been at, Bucks events we've been at, and all the other good stuff. So get a chance, check out the website. But thanks you guys for watching. I appreciated it, and thanks for your support. And also check out my wife's YouTube channel. they got some interesting stuff on there. So please check it out. It's Hazel 9. Oh, Hazel Jones 9. So look for that on YouTube. And also look for the Maddie's Memory logo with the turtle and saying Maddie's Memory on there. Then you'll find her. So, please subscribe to her channel. She does got some interesting content, so check it out. But for me, I will get out of here and thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, you guys have a good one. Okay. Now just put on the yes.